Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA, Cardano. So here at the moment, still looking at a potential pullback, even though I don't like, and this is the bullish count here, I don't like this kind of overshooting wave B. I mean, in the worst case, we have to find a different way of counting this if we don't come into my target area here. This is how I see it. I think we will see a wave C to the downside. Important here, very important, is to hold the 42 cent level. Yeah, I've stressed that throughout. Above 42 cents, we can theoretically focus on higher. You know, there is a very important level, the 42 cent level. If we go below this, we are going to make lower lows, in my opinion, very strongly. That means below 40.3 and possibly down to 30 cents. So overall, if we look at the bigger picture, we could say that not on the daily, the hourly, could say that the trend could be considered up short term at least, as long as we stay above 42 cents. But because of the weakness of this chart and because of the bearish wave count possibilities that we have here, we also need to consider that very easily we could roll over and come down. Probabilities here are very close together. It's not a high probability chart. I still sometimes like to trade it, but it is not the chart where you have high confidence in, let's say it like that. There are better charts like ETH, maybe a Quantmatic and so on. Yeah. But yeah, here we just need to be, I'd like to see a bit more clarity for the bullish count now. My point is that this could extend out further, even in an overshooting wave B. But if we get higher than sort of this key resistance area here, I mentioned that in the previous videos, we can certainly get into this area, but this will be the next key decision point. I mean, get to this area, that is a massive resistance area. Above that, we can become more bullish for ADA again. So this is the move that if we get to that level, there's a high chance of getting rejected, because we got rejected here. Here we had a bit of a fake out to the upside. And if we get to that level again and break it substantially, that could seriously take it much higher. And then we would probably have to find a way to count this as a 1, 2 here, then the wave 3. But the wave 3 would push us above this level. And even if we wait, because sometimes it's just better to wait, we have then the opportunity to enter again in the next retracement. If this is going to be bullish, all you're doing, if this is moving higher a range, you're moving your trading range higher, right? Alternatively, you're accumulating for the long term, and then this is a great accumulation range anyway, in my opinion. So at the moment, it's hard to be losing in the crypto market, especially long term. Yeah, especially long term. Of course, short term you can be caught out if you're over trading, but long term, these prices, if you found a project that you think is going to go up long term, this is amazing range. But you need a bit of time, don't you? You need a bit of time. Now, in the bearish wave count here, we also have the possibility to extend up a bit higher. We talked about that in the previous video, possibly all the way to the 55.9 cent level. That would be a wave 2. Here we extended the wave 2 out because we made a new high. So basically we can assume that from the high, which was at 60 cents roughly, we came down in a wave 1, like Bitcoin, moved up in a W wave, came down in an X wave, and now moving up in a Y wave. Key target for that, we talked about, I think that in the previous video, would be that, you see, the 1-to-1 ratio is the 53.9 cent level. Yeah, and then the 1.618 extension is actually the swing high here. But that would be quite a lot for a wave 2. So to be honest, the 54 cent level is crucial, and then the 55.9 level. 55.9 is sort of also in line with this red zone here. So at the moment, I think it's best to wait with ADA as well. Not a high confidence chart. There are also other bearish options available, like a triangle pattern where we would break out to the downside from here. So with ADA, I think it would also be better for the chart generally to see a new low. It would be better for the chart to then be able to create a cleaner impulse from a new low, but it doesn't need to make a new low. It could start from here. There are bullish options available, as we said here, but the break below 42 cents would take out my bullish option. Yeah. Very important to understand is that I think currently we are at a key decision point generally, also for Bitcoin, for Ethereum as well. And you know, we could get a bullish surprise here. We could, yeah. And that is also when I took profits here a couple of days ago for Ethereum and ADA, but I didn't realize all profits. So still have quite a lot in an active trade as well. And I think we could see a bullish surprise, something that surprises everybody. So that is always what we need to be aware of, that could occur, because the probabilities are currently there. So I think the next few weeks, especially with the Ethereum merge and everything, will be very interesting. And you know my view that September, it doesn't necessarily need to be super bearish. I always stressed, yes, it is historically the worst month in crypto, but that doesn't mean it needs to crash down 20 or 30%. It could just move sideways, or we could see a little bit of a decline. And that normally October, November, December are the best months in crypto. So I personally do expect a year-end rally. I do expect, now I don't know if it happens, if it starts middle of October, end of October, middle of November even, but that is just what the data says. End of the year is the best time to be in crypto. So I think there could be a bullish surprise, and we don't want to be caught out, and that is why I mention it here. And for Cardano anyway, I'm still leaning towards the bullish scenario, as you know, even though we need to be ready for both sides here at the moment. Now, all I can tell you in these videos is key support resistance areas, possibilities for the market, and we are largely in a range here for ADA, as you can see, largely in a range, and a move below 42 cents would give us clarity, and a move above the, let's say above this resistance area would give us largely clarity as well, that we have to consider something more bullish than you see here because even this bullish count here suggests that we come down lower before we move up, but at the moment it's just the time to be open for different possibilities. And ADA is not a great chart at the moment, just moving sideways. So a break out of this larger range would give us more clarity. Until then, you can of course trade this range. I mean, you can trade this range, even though it's a bit of a messy range and messy price action, but maybe in the next few days we will know more. Okay, and that's my update about ADA. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.